Let us look at Python modules. A module is the same as a code library, which means it's a file that contains a set of functions which we want to include in our application. To do this, we will first have to save a file. So I'll go back to Jupyter and then create a new Python notebook. And very simply, we will write a greeting, which is name, and we want to print hello, and then a space, and then we want to concatenate the name. Let's save it as a module. So we will click on save as. It is asking me for the path. So let me do one thing. Let me save it as a Python file. It's called untitled one. So I just want to go to that file and let's call this, let's say, my module. We want to cut it, and then I want to go to my Python folder, which would be users and Avish, and here I can paste that module. So this is the module that we have, my module.py. As you can see, all my Python workbooks are here. Once we have done this, we can close this, go back, and then I can write import my module. And then once we've imported my module, we can write my module dot greeting and then write a name, let's say Adam. And when we run this, you notice we get hello Adam, right? So very cool. Modules can also contain functions and also different variables of different types. So we can have arrays, dictionaries, objects, etc. Like we did earlier, I want to create another Python file, and in this one we will write person1 is equal to, and then let's give a name, let's say John. Then we have the age, let's say 33, and finally we have the gender, and we say male. Let's say this is a different module. So like we did earlier, file download as py. I want to keep the file, go to my folder. I want to call this my module 2, and then make sure to come back to the right folder and then paste it here. Once we have done this, I can go back to my original Python file and write import my module 2. And once we've imported it, we can then write a is equal to my module dot person 1. And let's say we want to see the name. So when we write the name and when we print a, it will, let me just check once. Oh, there should be my module 2. So you notice it gives us the name like this. You can also rename a module, which means that when you're importing it, we could have written my module 2 as anything we want. So I just want to call this, let's say, my m, or let's say my module mymo. And this means now we can write a is equal to, we don't have to write my module 2, we can simply write mymo. The rest will be the same. So my person 1 and then the name. And now when we print a, it will give us the same result as earlier. Now there are several built-in modules in Python which we can import whenever we like. For example, if we write import platform and then we say x is equal to platform dot not name but platform dot system and we print x, it will tell us that right now I'm working on a Windows operating system. We can also use a built-in function to list all the function names in a module by using the dir function. So we write x is equal to platform and then we write dir. Now remember we have already imported the platform module. So now when we print x, we will get a list of every single variable name or all the function names that are available in the module. Great, I think that covers it. In the next lecture, we will look at how to work with Python dates.